it let me realize that I wasn't going to win. You know, you go up there and you do your best, and that's all I could tell myself. It's like, look, you're here. What are you gonna do? You're gonna pack it in and leave? I said, no, I'm not. I'm gonna try as hard as I can, and I'm gonna squeeze as hard as I can. And I mean, I'm sure people see pictures. I mean, the facial expressions are usually pretty gnarly on my face, but this was just like, I was just totally pissed off and just disappointed. It was more of a feeling of, wow, like I didn't screw up. I just had bad luck, I guess, and it just really hurt being a part of that, because toward the end, they usually call out the number 1 and number 2 guy together. And it was Jay Cutler and Dexter Jackson. And I was like closing my eyes. I remember closing my eyes, hoping that they would just call my name as the 3rd guy. And because I knew in my heart that that's where I belonged, but on that night I just wasn't good enough. That's when I knew I could be anywhere from 5th to 12th, and I've never really gone into a competition with that in mind. At that point, I really realized how a lot of other guys feel. I've had a lot of success in my career, placing first in many events. You know, as an amateur, I was pretty much undefeated. I've been in first call out and pose downs in every contest I've been in. And to know that I could face not being in a top 6 was dreadful.
Okay guys, catch your breathers, step back. Judges would like to see another.
So that Saturday morning, I looked a lot better and started to eat a little bit better. And then I started seeing myself come alive a little bit more. So right now, it's Saturday afternoon. We're at the Olympia Expo 2009. Here at the Metrics Worldwide booth. Hey. Yeah, sure. Where's your camera at? Right there? All right, cool, bro. Signed a lot of pics today. Sold some stuff.
Can I get one?
Yeah, sure.
What's the most recent one? What's your newest one?
Well, this is the most recent. That's from last year's Olympia. These are from the Ironman last year.
Okay, we'll take that one.
All right, cool. So this meal is basically just geared around trying to replenish what I lost. Hamburger patties and red potatoes. At least I get a little ketchup. Give me some fullness, you know, with the potatoes and the protein. The ketchup has a little sodium in it, so it can help, you know, with the vascularity and things like that. Gives you good pumps. A lot of people went to the contest actually, and they had me placing higher than what I thought, you know.
I think it's going to be Jay, Dexter, Phil, Kai, Branch, Victor, and then the others.
My wife's nudging me because she wants me to drink water, but I don't really want it right now. I don't need it.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you. What sucks is that just because the fans think that, you know, they're a little biased, you know, if they're a Phil Heath fan, you know, they're a diehard, they'll have you winning the whole thing when you could have placed 4th, you know.
Il est le champion des années futures. Il est le plus charismatique. Il a un corps.
I will say this, that no matter what happens tonight, I'm going to be thanking, you know, obviously my fans, obviously the sport of bodybuilding, my sponsors, but especially my wife, because only her and my trainer, Honey Rambod, along with his girlfriend, were in the trenches with me at 5 in the morning when I was freaking on my deathbed, getting ready for the Mr. Olympia contest, puking my freaking brains out, cramping up while I'm doing that. And I know it's not the nicest, the visual that you guys probably want to hear right now, but those are your friends. Those are your people that got your back.
How you feeling?
Better. Revived.
I don't try to nag you. It's just.
Honey, you don't have to explain.
Stay on your meals. It's my job.
I mean, you know, I have it made. So, with that said, I'm just going to continue to grind hard, fight, never quit. I'm going to try to get one more bite in and then we can leave.
We need to get over there.
I'm a very light-skinned black guy, and if I were to go up on stage just like this, as you see me in this video, I would be the whitest guy on stage because of the stage lighting, and it wouldn't show the detail that I've worked so hard for. With that said, putting on that tan and making it, perfect with the lighting involved, it just makes you look like a totally different person.
Hey, this is Kevin representing Jantanas Incorporated, and we're here at the Olympia this year, and it's my pleasure and my honor to be airbrushing and working with Heath, tremendous athlete, very dear friend of mine. So we're going to stop wasting time and we're going to get down to the business of airbrushing, and you're going to witness it here at the O. Smooth strides in between here.
We tan in a tanning booth and stuff like that, but we also use, I use the Jantana products getting ready for a show.
Nothing choppy about the motion, nice and smooth. Pretty much you want to let the airbrush work for itself, not try to fight it.
You're sitting there in a tent and they're spraying your battle armor.
Coming straight down the middle, and then maybe adding a little bit here, shading the top of the ab, and then you come back to that later. You're letting the color get darker in between these lines. And while we're here, just go ahead and catch the side of the head. Want everything to be uniform in terms of the color. Going over the fingers. Very smooth, very even. A little bit over the face, 3 strokes. 1, 2, and 3. And ladies and gentlemen, that's how it's done.
I'm black. I ended up looking a lot better. My color was really good, and it definitely helped illustrate, my improvements from the previous night.
So there you have it. This is how the black guys get blacker, or the light-skinned guys get blacker. The cool thing is that once this dries, it hardens up. And under those stage lights, you gotta have this. Right now I'm gonna look, super, super dark, but under those lights, you guys saw the pics. You can see me on stage. I'm pretty light, Some of this will rub off a little bit, but that's why I'm using the fans. And then, backstage we put the wool on and pump up, and then there you go.
So here we are Saturday night. I walk backstage. A lot of emotions are going through my head as far as last night, not doing so well. But what I had to tell myself was it's not how you start, but it's how you finish. And in this sport, it is how you finish, because in a 2-day show, there's multiple rounds each day. So there's points that can be made up. Pumping up backstage on that Saturday, I still knew that I had a big battle ahead of me to place in the top 5, but I knew I could do it then. I was able to gather my thoughts and gather my strength.
You ready, Phil?
Hell yeah, I ain't going out without a fight. Got a little bit of weight back since yesterday. Still negative from where I lost, but word on the street is that I'm 50% better than yesterday. So hopefully the judge out there, they can notice, and maybe I can creep up on some of these guys.
How do you feel?
Hell yeah, I feel real good now. More like myself. Which is good, because that's dangerous.
Number 19, the Expo, Heath.
I just remember you know, thinking, man, like, how lucky am I being on an Olympia stage once again, fighting for the world title. And I still had a shot, even though Friday sucked. Friday didn't go the way that I had planned. I still had a chance.
Definitely want to dedicate this routine to the whole Colorado clan. I love you guys. I'd have some fun tonight.
I mean, the crowd doesn't lie. I mean, yeah, you know, you could be the nicest guy in the world. If you don't look good, they ain't gonna cheer as hard. And I know from crowd reaction, from what I saw, it probably went Jay Cutler, me, and Branch Warren, you know, all in a row, you know, for crowd reaction. And that meant the world to me when I was on that stage, because that's where it's at. That's where, no matter where you place, you want acceptance. You want acceptance for your hard work. And I definitely got that. After my posing routine, you know, I remember getting backstage and completely just being emotional, primarily because I felt like I overcame an obstacle. Not just the diet, the training for a year, but really just the fact that I left it all out there.
Tears of joy.
This was not staged.
One, two, and three. Mean face, Phil. Mean face. Good. Relax in place just a moment.
That looks great.
We get our participation medals. Every person gets one, you know, just for making the Olympia. And then they call out, you know, 10th, and then they get down to the top 6. And
All right, our top 6 is in place. Let's go down to the head judging table.
you do some mandatories. So I remember just posing my ass off. And I just remember trying hard not to look at the screen when our backs are facing the crowd when we're doing back poses, because I needed to focus on what's going on.
And another quarter turn, please.
Just the energy on that stage during that particular moment, not just for myself, but everybody together, was just amazing. And then when they said, you know, let's just pose down, man, that was cool. You know, that's my favorite part of the show. I think a lot of people can tell that that's one of my favorite parts of the contest, because I get to battle.